Okay, here we go. So this bike has been totally taken apart. Everything's been redone on it. It's basically like a brand new bike. And I'll send you the pictures of the install of the clutch and all of that. This is the one that had the engine switched out of it. It has a different headlight on it because the other headlight was crushed. But I just like the looks of this bike. This one does have a front fender. And like I said with the other bike, I have the original fender, but I'd never cut it or did anything with it. Its engine is not painted. The paint on this one's okay, but it's a bobber, you know, so I mean things aren't going to be perfect on it. The only thing that happened to this when the ceiling fell was that little blemish there. You can't really see it with the camera. I'll try and point to it with my finger right there, but you can barely see it in the sun. But this bike runs a lot better. It's got actual Jardine exhaust on it, so it runs, you know, a little bit quieter, and it doesn't have that sudden acceleration like the other bike with straight pipes on it does. But it's got just the pegs on it, a little bit different style of riding. Those are built well bars. Got the same grips, but I mean this is the bike I like better. But it's all what you prefer, and like I said, you can build them however you want. If you like one back fender better than the other, or one gas tank better, you can just switch everything out, do whatever you want if you have them both. Just the parts on this bike are a little bit better. The other one looks better, but this is just stronger running. It's got a better stoplight, I think. It's got a stronger motor. But anyhow, they have the same risers on them. But like I said, everything's interchangeable. This stoplight's a little bit more, you know, just whatever. But both bikes got their pros and cons. You know, I mean, it's just up to you, but they are bobbers. These aren't like show bikes or anything. They're just meant to be kind of ugly. So that's just the style of bike I built them as. More like a rat bike. And then as you can tell, look at that tire. It's just shot. And the same with this tire over here. It doesn't look like it's shot until you get down to it, and it's just completely dry rotted. But that's about all that's wrong with them, like I told you before. But that's about all that's wrong with the paint. And then this bolt was stripped right there, so I had to spin it off. But you can just go down to Home Depot and buy a bolt. If I have time, I'll go do it, but they're not much, like 50 cents or something like that. But I guess that's about it. Yeah, they're just fun little bikes to cruise around on. They're quicker than you might think, because I mean, I think I added it all together, and with this that I removed, and you're welcome to have them, and with all the weight of the back fender, and I just removed everything I could, so they're probably about 150 pounds lighter than a stock bike, so they move pretty well. They both need a good bath, but if you're putting them on a trailer, me giving them a bath isn't going to do any good, because they're just going to be filthy when they get there, and you'll have to wash them again. And like I said, you can change all the parts out, do whatever you want with them, because they're all interchangeable. One's a 99 with a 2005 motor. That's this one. And the other one is a 2001. That's all matching numbers. But anyhow, I think that's all information I can give you. And I showed you the little flaws from the ceiling falling. But when I first listed these bikes, I listed them at 35. Didn't get any hits. And then I dropped them to 3. I got some hits, and then the ceiling fell on them. And then I just took them off. And then you saw them at 25 after I saw what the ceiling did. And then I dropped them $500 each for you. But as you can see, the comparable bikes on Craigslist are selling for a lot more. So anyhow, I guess that's all. All right.